Round one. This one's scheduled for 10. Antuofermo, 50 wins, 6 losses, 2 draws. Very tough. He's on the comeback trail himself after retiring following a defeat at the hands of Marvin Hagler. Hilton, the aggressor early on here. We're in round one. Talking to Matthew Hilton earlier today, one thing he doesn't want to do is fall into the trap of trying to outslug somebody like Vito Antuofermo, who in 58 fights has been to his knees only once, and that was briefly against Hagler. Hilton dancing, circling. Antuofermo moving forward. And Hilton with the left hand scoring lightly to the jaw of Antuofermo. Antuofermo retired. He had a tendency to be cut a great deal, and you see it in his face. He has paid the price as a professional boxer. Hilton with his back to you. Solid right hand to the rib cage. And again, Hilton.
That's it. That's it. Nice and easy.
Antuofermo won the World Championship. As again, Hilton goes on the attack here. And Hilton really going to town early in this fight. We're in the first round. Now Antuofermo comes back. Fans expecting a great fight here at the Montreal Forum. It's been talked about for weeks. Hiltons, this is the first major challenge for any of the brothers, and it is coming on the shoulders of Matthew Hilton. Just 19 years of age. Hilton moving well, as he has always done in the ring. This is a junior middleweight division. And again, Hilton. Third man in the ring is Antuofermo, looking at him from the corner, almost closed by the scar tissue that has accumulated over the years. Again, this time banging away at the midsection, doubling up almost solely there with his right hand. And finally, Guy Jutras separates the two. Antuofermo very, very strong. He has the ability to muscle a man around the ring. And there he staggers Antuofermo with a left hand to the side of the head. There's the uppercut scoring heavily. Hilton is dominating this fight. Now we're early on here. On the comeback trail, Antuofermo has fought 4 times, won 3 of those bouts by knockouts.
Shoot that right hand!
Won all 4, of course, and the one thing he said and emphasized to the media here in Montreal is no cuts in those 4 fights. He has got a cut now, and it's beginning to open up over his left eye, or his right eye, rather. And in the corner now, Hilton is ready going to work. And Jutras, the referee, steps in. Over the right eye, you're beginning to see signs of blood on Antuofermo. To say he's never been knocked out. Most of his knockouts on his card as defeats are TKOs. All of them are. And most of those by cuts. Hilton very busy here in the first 2 rounds, controlling the fight and carrying it to Antuofermo. The danger, of course, is, although he's just 19 years of age, that you punch yourself out as the fight goes along. You have to pace yourself. And this is just Matthew Hilton's 19th professional bout. There's a good left hand, another sharp jab.
Punch! Punch! Don't look!
Dave Hilton Sr., in talking with him earlier today, said the one thing I'm not concerned about is Antuofermo being stronger than Matthew. Matthew is tremendously strong. And possesses a wonderful boxing talent and a wonderful approach to the game. Very level-headed. There's the bell. Waiting out the full 1-minute respite, and we're set for round 3 here. One thing we've noticed as we've watched Matthew Hilton come along as a professional is that he has followed his father's instructions in the ring to the letter. He's excellent at translating that in the ring. His 18-0 professional record would indicate that. I would think that either in this round or the next one that Dave Hilton would suggest that Matthew coast a little bit to prevent punching himself out, although again we're dealing with a 10-round fight here. But the thing is, looking at the record of Antuofermo, to knock him out seems very, very difficult.
That's it! Use it!
Again, it is Hilton who is landing the sharp, clear, crisp punches. Antuofermo seemed to be glancing, missing the target. The inaction, perhaps,
When you went to the
in the case of Antuofermo. And age. One must always consider age. Antuofermo, born in Bari, Italy.
Man, downstairs! Work with it!
His amateur career began 15 years ago in 1970, and he's been fighting ever since through the pro ranks. And over that career, Antuofermo has fought 7 different world champions and was a world champion himself. There's Hilton again. Now he goes on the attack once again. The latter stages here of round number 3. And Hilton just turned it around with that uppercut and turned at the same time Antuofermo into the corner and went to work. The strength, and there's the strength in return by Matthew Hilton. You saw Antuofermo move Hilton against the ropes, and then you saw Hilton just turn him around and move him up against the ropes. And the bell to end round number 3. And so far, CTV network got an opportunity to see the real talents of Matthew Hilton in his fight against Francisco de Jesus last January, where he used strategy and discipline and fought what Dave Hilton Sr. says was his best fight by far. And that win over de Jesus, who was a ranked boxer, moved Matthew into 6th place on the World Boxing Council's standings. A victory here for Matthew Hilton, and he would move much closer to that shot against the championship, if not right into position to fight for the championship in the junior middleweight division. And in the state of boxing today, he has 3 champions in 3 different federations to choose from. There's Hilton again going back to work. Left, right. And Antuofermo, if he had any thoughts of taking Matthew Hilton lightly, does not anymore. junior middleweight champions are, of course, in the WBC, Thomas Hearns. The WBA champion is Mike McCollum of Jamaica. And the IBF champion is Carlos Santos of Puerto Rico. And again, Antuofermo trying to use that strength, and again, simply being out-muscled. And Guy Jutras stepping in to end any of that. Exchange of jabs there. Good combination by Hilton. Antuofermo trying to come back. All arms and elbows and whatever it takes. Try and control and wear down his opponent. And that's one of the tactics he's had and something that comes with 58 professional fights. Notice the way he moves those shoulders in. But look at Hilton, fight right back out of it. Power his way back out of it. Look at the uppercut. Antuofermo again into a clinch. And again Hilton back on it. We're in the fourth round of this one, scheduled for 10. Big uppercut followed by a combination. And Hilton has Antuofermo against the rope. Antuofermo trying to power his way out of there and not having much success. Finally moves into a clinch, but Guy Jutras has to separate. Now Antuofermo trying to work to the inside against Hilton in the late stages of round number 4 here, and there's the bell. Lots of action in this fight. Good exchange there at mid-ring, but then Hilton finds the mark once again with first the left, then the right. And as Antuofermo tries to duck away, Hilton just sets it up and throws that popping left hand, followed again by a right. Misses with the left. An action-packed bout, but it has been mostly Hilton. There's a big uppercut.
That's all. It's just the truth.
And it has been Antuofermo taking all of the punishment here.
Look at the dot.
Antuofermo is apparently in trouble, and there seems to be a time has been called by referee Guy Jutras, and they're going to call the ring doctor in. It appeared to me, just looking at the picture, that his mouth, that fight has been stopped. A bad cut over the mouth of Antuofermo, and it opened up very suddenly in the corner. And once again, the bugbear that has haunted Vito Antuofermo has struck once again. A cut over the mouth. It just seemed to open up in the corner.
14th, 1920. Jack Dempsey defended